Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gage Emojis, Emerson Hip. This is Intoxicated Sports Report featuring Peanut Gallery, Danny Del Zampo.
Yes, sir. The only podcast not discussing Kelsey and Taylor Swift's engagement.
Until now.
Wait till last call, Danny. Wait till last call. Don't worry. How's it going, Dan?
It's good. How are you?
Good. I just checked your bold predictions. You're good right now. You're good.
You're in the clear?
Yeah.
Danny has been on recently, so I think
Yeah,
he kind of cleared himself.
It's because I always win my bold predictions.
Oh, wow.
Bold prediction.
Another bold prediction. That's more of like an incorrect statement.
Definitely an incorrect statement.
I believe yours was something to do with the Sharks. Let me go back and look.
Playoff team in 3 years.
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
You have it right.
So 26, 27
Well, so he said this in April.
of this year?
Yes.
So that means 2027 playoffs?
Yeah.
I think it's doable.
Yeah.
Not next year, but the year after?
You're screaming Cup champs in 2030. Bold prediction?
Not yet.
Okay. Not bold enough. But yeah, Danny, thanks for joining us again. This is of course, our NFL preview show.
Great show on deck here.
We weren't sure if this was going to actually happen because Emerson spilt beer on his brand new laptop. Well,
Newer laptop.
Newer laptop about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, so we're running a little late.
And we're running on the old laptop.
Yeah, thank God it still is working and is well, and hopefully it's recording us. It says it is.
Yeah.
2 minutes
Can
in.
you hear us? We good? We good? We good?
Yeah. So, yeah, back on the old bigs here.
Yes.
Got all the stickers all over it. Hopefully I don't fuck it up.
Yeah, just don't spill beer anywhere, okay?
Yeah.
That was a bad spill.
It was the biggest spill I think I've ever committed in my life.
Your keyboard was a lake.
It was a lake, and it was a full beer all over it.
And right now it is currently being fanned off.
Yeah, hopefully that's working.
It was turning on, though.
It was, yeah.
Think of the positive.
Yeah, I think I just kind of fucked up by turning it off the way I did, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get back into it. Yeah, we also have your Gage Guarantees.
Yes.
Which is exciting. Got your hat on.
5 games this year, which is the most I'm going to have. Like, since we started doing Gage.
Because I want to say you did 4 probably once, and then only did 3 last year.
I think when I look, I think I've only done 3.
Really?
Maybe the first year I did 4.
I feel like you doing 3 was less than you did previously, but I could be wrong.
Okay, I'll have to look back at the notes. But I definitely have 5. Cannot wait to share it with you guys because I feel especially confident now given to what happened to the Cowboys today. And yes, I feel like a clown for wearing my Cowboys hat. But like I said a couple weeks ago, you have to embrace the suck. I'm a fan of this team. And, I can't. I wish I could give them up, but I just can't.
I thought you were going to put all your gear in a plastic bag and hide it away.
It's still... Well, okay.
Still on the table?
I had that idea. You're right, 100%. And then when I talked to him a couple weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I should still wear my gear. People are going to give me shit.
It would be great if you got like one of those breakaway glasses for in case of an emergency. You just put that hat in it. Right. So if they start winning, you...
All right.
You're ready to go.
I like this hat, though. So I'm going to
it is a clean hat. It is
so...
I'm also going to be manifesting some unfortunate destiny for 5 head coaches in the NFL this season.
I like that.
So that'll be later on as well.
Which is something we have not done.
No, it's just I felt like being an asshole today.
Could this be something new you do every year before the football season?
We'll see. I just kind of came to me on a whim the other day. I was like, I'm gonna do this.
And Danny, you're gonna try your best to maybe do some predictions as well. I know you don't have anything written down, or you might. I'm not gonna assume anything.
I do.
He is going to join us on a...
Excuse me, I apologize.
Maybe,
so I'm going to do division winners and wild card winners and Super Bowl predictions.
Gotcha.
But not the playoffs, just the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's fine, though.
A little abbreviated version.
Honestly, we could probably do that, too, and be fine.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of go...
We're going all in.
Going all in, for sure.
We also are going to honor a couple questions that we missed last week for Q&A at the very beginning here.
So huge Q&A last week.
It was.
And so we had some extra ones that we didn't get to, so we want to honor those.
Yeah. Before we do that, what is everyone drinking?
I'm drinking some red wine from...
It is from The Prisoner. I don't remember what the name of the label is.
Thorn.
Yeah.
Merlot. 2023. It's good.
Yeah. I had some of it last night with my steak.
Danny, what do you got going?
Got Death and Taxes and Black Ale.
Nice.
It's a good beer.
Is it good?
Yeah, really good.
Nice.
I am drinking the same beer that I also spilled all over my computer, but a fresh one, of course, is an original pattern IPA.
So I thought you Zamboni'd it and spit it back in your box.
That would have been cooler.
Yeah. So I know some beers you spill and you're like, oh, fuck. You know, you're going to do that regardless. But,
Yeah.
like, spilling that kind of beer is it a bummer because it's a good beer?
A little bit. I'm glad I had a couple still left in the fridge, so that makes up for it. But
Like, if it was a PBR, it wouldn't have been that big.
no, I'd be like, I'm happy to spill that.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah. Okay, so let's do those last couple of questions for Q&A. I guess I'll start. Gingy Geo. This has to be a sarcastic question.
Yeah.
He says, "Why are the Niners the best team in the NFL?"
They're not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's obviously
This has got to be tongue in cheek.
yeah, you got to be a little sarcastic here. I'm just going to say they're not. But I appreciate the confidence.
Yeah, the delusional confidence that they're not the best team in the NFL. I'm sorry. Dave,
I guess.
What do you think?
They have red jerseys. That makes them the best team.
Well, they have black ones too. Did you see that
They
too?
do.
I guess what could make them the best team is if Brock Purdy has his best season he's ever had, which he's already had a couple pretty good ones. Christian McCaffrey returns to All-Pro form, and Robert Saleh transforms that defense back into what he used to be. But,
See, it's a lot of ifs, and that's why
yes.
they're not the best team in the NFL.
Exactamundo. And our other question is from AJG707. He actually texted me this question, so this is kind of a bonus question.
So do you know this guy personally?
I do.
Okay.
I abbreviated a little bit, but the question is, with Bochy in the last year of his contract and the Rangers outside of the playoff picture, is a reunion with Buster and the Giants on the horizon?
I don't think it should be. I don't know if it is. I don't think it should be. I just, not to say Bob Melvin's the answer, because I think we could all confidently say that he's not. I mean, I guess we'll see how long he manages the Giants.
Yeah.
I just don't. Are we falling too much in love with what happened in the past? You know, Buster being the baseball ops, the president of baseball ops, is really cool.
Yeah.
That to me was already kind of like, are we dipping our toe?
Pushing a little bit.
You know,
Yeah.
Bochy coming back, I think it sounds great, be a nice, you know, homecoming, quote unquote. But I don't need this to happen as a Giants fan. I don't. I mean, it'd be cool nostalgia, but it'd almost be like the Giants bringing back like Pablo Sandoval or something.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't need it. I don't need it personally.
I think if it was anything, if it became anything more than nostalgic, I would be a little bit surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he was able to get this team back to championship contention, I don't see it. I love Boch. I think the idea sounds great on paper since he obviously just won a World Series with the Rangers a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually personally I'm still somewhat in favor of Bob Melvin. I don't think he should be on the hot seat at this point, but I'm leaning towards I don't think they should fire him this offseason.
They're not going to. I don't think.
I think it's possible, especially if they're on a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah,
Great.
Okay, where was this in July and August?
Exactly. But if they just finish on a totally sour note, and he's the easy one to blame, I could see them firing him. But yeah, he's just right now he seems to be the easy one to pick on in this whole situation.
Would we want a Bochy reunion if he hadn't won the World Series with the Rangers?
I do not think it would be floated the way it has been.
I agree with
Yeah.
that, yes. I mean, he won the World Series. Congrats. It was, great achievement. He's going to the Hall of Fame. I just can't help but think if that didn't happen, I know it's an if,
Yeah.
I don't think us fans would want him back so bad.
Right. You want Boch back, Danny?
Well, the Giants did bring back Pablo Sandoval once.
Yeah.
And we won a World Series.
Well, okay, I meant later on, though.
They didn't win a World Series when they brought him back.
2014.
No, he was he was already on the team.
Wasn't he gone and then came back that year?
No, he came
You're
back in
wrong.
2019 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But good try.
You're wrong, by the way. I just looked it up.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I know I'm right, but anyways.
yeah, you wouldn't be investing too much in him, so it wouldn't hurt your franchise if they do decide to move on from Bob Melvin. And Bochy said he's not ready to retire.
Yeah.
He just came out with that press conference. And
Boch is definitely in an interesting position. Yeah.
And the whole Buster thing, I think the idea of it makes it seem like it actually could happen.
Right. And I'm sure there's just the natural trust factor between those two guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Spending so much of their careers.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Could the reunion happening like on a percentage scale, like 1 to 100, 100 being like it'll happen? I would say like 40%.
I was going to go more like 20-25%.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think 40 is not out of the question. Yeah. So. I mean, don't get me wrong. It would be cool to see him back in black and orange. But
Of course.
I think it would be we'd be reaching a little bit for something that's not there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to just learn to move on.
Right. All right, quick little college football segment, week 0 recap. The game of the week was Iowa State playing Kansas State in Dublin, Ireland. And Iowa State came out with a victory, 24-21. My Kansas State playoff prediction already taking a hit. It's just like that.
Classic.
And right on cue, today, Boise State, who's another team I predicted to make the playoff, they got absolutely rolled by South Florida. And I got Nebraska in here as well. What's the score?
13-3.
13-3. Okay, so maybe they'll save me because they were kind of my wild card team.
But I mean, these teams with the new expanded playoff can lose a couple games and still make it.
Theoretically, I think Kansas State and Boise State specifically have maybe a shorter leash because they are not really anticipating being like highly ranked teams.
Got it.
They kind of the fact that Kansas State had to play a conference game right out the gate kind of hurts, and them losing that because they need to win their conference championship to get into the playoff, which they still could. But Boise State's kind of lucky that they were playing a non-conference team. They could still run the table theoretically. They're not going to beat Notre Dame, but if they were 10-2, I wouldn't be shocked if they were the highest ranked non-Power 4 conference champion. So they still have a chance. And my Stanford Cardinal, they lost to Hawaii on a last-second field goal, 23-20.
That was easy.
Yeah. It's going to be a long year. I think 3-9 might be generous of a prediction.
I mean, 23-20. That's not a terrible loss.
Is that no? But I mean, they were up 10-0. Not that that's a huge lead, but they were up 10-0 and already losing by halftime. Rough debut for their new quarterback Ben Gulbranson. 15 out of 30, 109 yards. That's like
Bengal Branson. It's just
that's like 3 yards.
It's a funny name.
3 yards of pop. That's terrible. So, yeah, they're gonna have to improve, which hopefully they do. But I'm just not seeing it anytime soon.
We saw saw on IG that your boy Andrew Luck got done dirty with the L hat instead of the S. Stanford hat.
That was me.
That was
come
so
on
funny.
Instagram.
That was so.
You're
funny.
better.
But it was cool that Andrew Luck was there. I mean,
Yeah, it
do,
was cool.
do you think he'll be at every game?
I don't think it's out of the question for him to go to at least most of the games.
I mean, he's probably got the funds to do it.
Yeah,
I'm sure Stanford probably pays for it.
He
right?
is the general manager of the football program, so I mean,
Probably should be there.
yeah. Week 1 preview. We got 3 top 10 matchups this week. We got number 1 Texas versus number 3 Ohio State, who is actually a 2.5 point favorite at home, which that should be an absolute banger out the gate.
Banner night.
Banner night. Yep, that's right. Also, number 9 LSU at number 4 Clemson, who's a 3.5 point home favorite. Should be a good one. 2 veteran quarterbacks, Nussmeier versus Klubnik. And then last but not least, Sunday night, Notre Dame at Miami.
Sunday night?
Yeah,
Wow.
because they're taking advantage of the last Sunday before NFL starts.
Yeah.
Number 6 Notre Dame versus number 10 Miami. That should be a fun one as well.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Do we love the idea of these 3 top 10 matchups in the first week of the season?
Fuck it, why not? Also, like me and Danny were talking about this earlier, it's kind of stupid that there's rankings before the season. It's always been a thing, but
Yeah, I can
it's
see.
like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
like you don't know really anything about these teams other than projecting. You know,
It's based on hype and team build, like the
Like-
Alabamas.
yeah, like the kind of it's very what's the word I'm looking for?
popularity concept.
Popularity history based, if you will. Yeah.
Well, couldn't it also be based off of what you did last year a little bit, since you might have those same kind of players from those teams?
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, in college football, things change so much year to year.
Yeah. A little NFL news. Should we move on to the NFL
Yeah,
already?
absolutely. Let's do it.
The Bengals gave Trey Hendrickson a $14 million raise, ending his holdout. But he'll still be a free agent after this season, though.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird holdout that he was going through. Looking for, I thought, a longer term contract than this, but I guess he's just going to take the pay raise and be a free agent next year. Hopefully for him, he has a huge year and can make that money. He's kind of an older player though.
Is
he's like
he?
already 30,
Yeah.
or maybe even 31.
Kind of peaked late a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's had 17 sacks each of the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So he's a beast.
No, I mean, seeing people get their money is always nice.
Yeah.
Commanders and Terry McLaurin agreed to a 3-year extension. I saw this coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm
Kind
sure.
of like I saw Micah Parsons getting an extension too. Which we'll get to in a second.
We're already getting there.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I'm not surprised whatsoever. He's also older than I thought. He's 29 already.
Yeah, I saw pictures of him in a Redskins jersey. I'm like, damn, he's been on this team.
Yeah,
for a while.
I would not have guessed that. I would have
Yeah.
guessed he was in like his fifth year or something.
Did you know that, Danny? Did you know he's been on the team for a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
No question.
You guys' 49ers acquired Brian Robinson Jr. from the Commanders for a 6th-round pick.
I think
Thoughts?
a decent pickup for a backup running back. He's been from a fantasy football perspective, which is kind of like the way I see other players on other teams a lot. He was a viable like flex option, if you will.
Yeah. We're not losing anything with a 6th-round pick.
Right.
No.
And he's also a good change of pace back from McCaffrey and Garendo, who are both more like your agile type guys. He's more of a power back.
Although I could debate for the Niners, you guys are good at drafting later in the draft, but I mean it is a 6th pick.
They have had success
It
with
is a
it.
6th pick.
You're right.
And this also could be good, I think, too, for maybe lightening the load coming off an injury for McCaffrey, having a guy like this that can make plays.
For sure. Yeah.
I think it's not a bad
Short yardage situations where he doesn't have to run between the tackles as much would be great.
Yeah. And, of course, the news of the day, the news of,
Currently on TV. So.
Yep, currently on
How
TV.
about that?
The Green Bay Packers acquired Micah Parsons in a trade with my Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys received 2 first-round picks as well as Pro Bowl defensive lineman Kenny Clark. Parsons and the Packers also agreed to a record-setting contract for non-QBs with 4 years, $188 million. So that's $47 million a year and $136 million guarantee.
How about him?
I mean,
120 guaranteed.
I think that's at signing, and then 136 total.
jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, man, I have some things written down. Like I was at work and I was like, I got to put everything that's on my mind right now on here. So
you can spew later.
These aren't really in order. The first thing I will say is, I know I make jokes and I say the Cowboys, I don't really care for them as much anymore. I'm not going to really pay attention as much, and a little bit of it is a lie. I might not put as much stock anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to fully just decommit. Yeah. I can't. It's impossible. But this hurts, no doubt. It hurts a little bit, although I don't think the Cowboys were contenders with or without Micah Parsons anyways. But I am glad that this circus, like this particular circus that the Cowboys have done, because the Cowboys as a whole are always going to be a circus. There's nothing you can do about that. I want to see if Micah Parsons can actually perform in the playoffs, because as a Cowboys fan, watching him perform, and I don't know if it's just the curse of the Cowboys, he hasn't really performed much. And I know the guy who's that good, you double him.
Yeah.
Not triple him, but you try your best to make sure 11 doesn't beat you.
Right.
And I get that. So the Cowboys already paid Dak and already paid CD. And I think for them it was too much to try to pay. I mean, they have the money for it, I guess, in theory, but to try to pay Micah Parsons as well. That's pretty good.
Please put that closer.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Maybe turn down just a little bit. You can keep it on. It's fine.
No, that's good. That's all we needed.
I mean, they're paying. I mean, I just think it's. I think it's paying Dak, paying CD too much already. Like the Dak contract is terrible.
Yeah,
we all know that for sure. Like all of a sudden you want to make Dak Prescott the highest paid quarterback of all time, but not make Micah Parsons the highest non-quarterback of all time. Like,
right.
This is kind of what you do, Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably had something to do with it. And I think we can all agree the Cowboys on social media are just, and especially like the radio today, they're getting clowned big time. Yeah. And I get it. But couldn't you argue that it would be a lose-lose for Jerry Jones anyways? Because if he paid Micah Parsons all this money, they'd be like, "Oh, he's an idiot."
Yeah, but he lost the deal.
Yeah, but if they trade him for nothing, he's an idiot.
Yeah,
and I guess it could have gotten more in the trade, because the 2 first-round picks, I wish it could have been a little bit more.
Yeah,
could maybe 3, maybe 4, and I'm not a GM, so I don't really understand how that works.
Yeah,
but you see it on paper, and you're like, "Ooh, that's all they got for this guy who's on a Hall of Fame trajectory."
Right.
I don't know. I think for Jerry Jones, it's a hard decision because it's the Cowboys. They're going to get clowned, and it's going to be like a lose-lose, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think there's no way Jerry Jones could look good in the situation.
Well,
unless they could somehow get Micah Parsons on the cheap, which wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think you could argue that they could have just gave him the same contract the Packers gave him, and then they did better than what the Packers did. The Packers also gave up 2 first-round picks along with giving Micah all that money. So I think he probably should have just signed him, is my take. But I guess getting something for him is not the worst thing. I mean, you got 2 first-rounders.
No, you got something for him.
And he got a Pro Bowl player. I mean, that guy's at the end of his prime, so whatever. And Kenny Clark. But yeah, and I guess also too, the first-round picks are not going to be near the.
They're going to be like close to like the 30th pick.
Yeah, they're going to be in the 20s.
The Packers are going to be good.
Most likely.
I'll let you guys know later what I think about the Packers. You're trading Micah Parsons to a team that has had your number since, in the playoffs especially, since 2014. I would say since the Dak or the Dez no catch, whatever.
Right.
Or I guess it was no catch. I just don't like the idea of trading him in conference to a team that, like I said, has had your number. And I think I told you guys earlier, 2 other teams that would have been worse in my opinion, as like how I feel about football, Niners and Eagles.
Sure.
Eagles wouldn't have happened because that would have been Jerry Jones. He would not have been able to live that one down.
Yeah.
Niners, I don't think he would ever want to do business with the Niners.
Yeah, I
just
can't
because
see that.
of the history.
Yeah, he's been around long enough to not be willing to do that.
And how he got like Charles Haley out of the deal back in the day, that kind of thing. I think he knows not to really do that anymore. But also it's pretty fun because the Cowboys do play the Packers, I think, week 5, which I'll let you guys know is already a Gage's guarantee. Before this ever happened. Even before this ever happened, yes. Let's see, what else do I have? I think this is kind of Micah Parsons' Reggie White moment, if that makes any sense. Because Reggie White did get traded, or I don't know if he got traded, but he did go from the Eagles to the Packers, and he did win a Super Bowl with the Packers. So I think I kind of like how that correlates a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the only way for the Cowboys this works out for them, in my opinion, is if the Packers do not win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, and there's no guarantee they will.
No, but in the time that he's a Packer, it only works for the Cowboys long term if he does not win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If this is like a Saquon Barkley Eagles from the Giants type thing, it's going to look bad forever.
Yeah. I mean, I know the Super Bowl is like the obvious goal, but I guess if the Packers are like perennial conference champion, maybe make it to a Super Bowl, don't win one every year that he's there, that might not look great either. But
I would kind of agree with that, but I also think that fan base, and I think what we think about football as fans is what's the ultimate goal? What do we care about?
Yeah, Super Bowl.
Like, do you guys care about the Super Bowl appearances you guys have had the past like 6 years, 7 years?
I mean, the runs were memorable, but obviously we wanted to win this whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think, especially playing in Green Bay when they're, I wouldn't say used to winning the Super Bowl because it's been a little bit, but
they have that.
It's
history.
what they expect. But they call themselves
Title Town.
Was that Boston?
I think that's Boston.
Okay, it's Boston. Right.
Yeah. But regardless, they have a history of success, in winning Super Bowls.
Yeah. And the Cowboys would have been mediocre regardless of Micah Parsons being a part of this team or not. So with that being said, I'm happy for him. It bothers me, but I'm not really that affected by it. So that's kind of where I am on this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy it got to this point because I think we're all used to Jerry Jones like playing this game like, oh, I'm not going to pay you, I'm not going to pay you, I'm not going to pay you.
Right.
And then end up paying too much for him.
I'm actually, maybe what happened over the last 24 hours, give or take, Micah just said, I will not suit up this season. And so Jerry's like, screw it, we're going to just take what we can get. Yeah. But I'm a little surprised that that's the deal he took. He traded him to probably one of the worst situations as far as team that you sent him to other than a division opponent. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I would agree like the Niners would be in that conversation as well. And like being in the NFC, maybe even Detroit, since they've been pretty formidable over the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I thought the Packers doing business with the Packers and like kind of not getting what people expected for him was a little interesting. But yeah. Also, to your point about Micah not performing in the playoffs, only 1 sack in 4 games. I was surprised to see that.
In 4 playoff games?
In 4 playoff games, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Or was that 3 games?
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 4 games over 3 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think I was making that up. It just, you see what happens.
Yeah. But he's averaged, 13 sacks a season over his regular season career, which is outstanding.
So, I mean, do I hope he does well for the Packers? Of course not. But do I want him to get hurt? Not really.
No. Yeah.
It's just kind of glad it's over. Obviously not what the Cowboys probably wanted to happen, but we'll see what happens. The Cowboys obviously aren't expecting to do much this year, so that's probably the reason why they didn't decide to sign him. And it's kind of like, to me, it's like a soft launch to a rebuild a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to see that? Like, I mean, Dak just signed an extension, right? So he's kind of locked up for at least a couple of years.
What I want to see is a new quarterback, which isn't gonna happen.
Fair,
Cause that's where you got to start. If you don't have a quarterback that you're not confident in, which I'm not confident in Dak Prescott, then like, what do you have? You're only as good, in my opinion, as who's throwing the football, because that's the most important position. What people say in sports.
How old's Dak now?
No, that's not Dak.
32. Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to do it now, it's maybe never going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably play for another 5, but I don't know.
For sure.
I don't know how well he's going to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels like he paid too much for the 2 wrong positions. Like, CeeDee Lamb's really good, and I think Dak is formidable. I don't think he's bad.
I think CeeDee Lamb's contract makes more sense to you than Dak's.
Yeah. I feel like defense is really important. I mean, quarterback is too, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's going to suck if Micah Parsons goes to the Hall of Fame as a Packer.
Yeah, that'll be tough.
And people are comparing this to the Luka Doncic
I was just thinking
thing.
that.
Luka Doncic and the correlation of them both being in Dallas. And I think Luka Doncic is a better player at basketball than Micah Parsons is at football.
Oh, that's yeah. I mean,
Luka Doncic led the Mavericks to the finals. Didn't win it. And like you said, Micah Parsons has 1 sack in 4 games. And I know it's you pay. I don't know.
It's hard. I think the only way you can compare basketball players to football players is like the quarterback position alone, because defensive players, they just can't have as much impact as a basketball player can.
They both don't play defense when it counts. It's kind of what I'm getting at. So.
And both trades, the Dallas team probably didn't get as much as they would have liked to in return.
I mean, at least the Mavericks got Anthony Davis, who's street clothes most of the time, but geez.
They got a Pro Bowl defensive lineman for the Cowboys. just saying.
We'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
No high hopes, but I don't have those anymore, which hurts even more because I don't have high hopes about the Cowboys after the Green Bay lost fucking 3 years ago. That's what hurts. Is you trade him to a team...
That was pretty brutal.
You trade him to a team that I lost my confidence in.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's tough.
Yep.
Danny, what do you think? Anything?
Yeah, no.
Go, Pack, go.
I think it was a bad move, and probably Jerry Jones thinking that he's better than he is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like putting his ego into it. And
well, because, who's going to fire him? Nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not going to fire himself. Not going to fire himself.
Yeah.
He seems to be so out of touch to modern day football, and it's getting.
I mean, how old is Jerry now? Is he pushing 90?
120.
No, he's got to be in his 80s. I don't think he's 90 though.
But like, even if you're in your 80s, like you have no business running an NFL team. I'm sorry, as a general manager, like in a management position. Own your team, whatever you want to do. But you gotta relinquish some power here, bud.
He might still think Troy Aikman's out there playing.
Yeah,
it's very possible. I mean, he thought Micah's name was Michael.
Yeah, I did see that. That's bad. Maybe he was trolling him though.
Hey, it could have been. Hey,
could have.
If that's true, respect, Jared.
Yeah,
respect.
maybe he's way more clever than
that. It could have been a good troll job.
Oh, that's funny.
But that Green Bay game, and I don't know if it's a home game. I think I have it written down actually. Is it a home game for the Cowboys? Because
regardless.
Regardless, yes.
Then you need something else to drink over there, man?
You can pass me something.
You want some wine or a beer?
Beer.
The Packers game will be a home game for the Cowboys, which Micah Parsons is going to be.
Oh, he's going to eat.
He'll be suited up for that one.
He's going to eat for sure.
You know what I would say? I would say I don't care who. I don't care if the Cowboys get smoked if I'm a coach. Well, I guess I do, but I don't. As long as Micah Parsons does not do anything in the game.
Oh, they're triple teaming.
They have to. They have to.
I'm kind of kidding, but
well, they have to at least double him every time because we cannot let this guy wreck the offensive line and get to our quarterback.
Who's your guys' left tackle right now?
Oof, good question.
Because it's not Tyron Smith anymore, obviously.
No, is it?
How long has he been gone now? Like 5 years? 3, 4?
No, well, I think
2, 3, 1, 2.
He was on the Jets for a year, and then I think he retired.
I'm not letting that pass.
It might be like Tyler Smith, maybe, or
I thought he's not an interior lineman? I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to offensive lines anymore. Never did, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the.
That's your rant?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
I mean, you've already cooked the Cowboys enough this offseason, so.
Yeah, I mean, or in my life. So, with that being said, NFL prediction time.
Nah, you can't have this one yet.
What is that? Oh, is it new?
I adjusted it.
Oh shit! Okay.
I'm saving it, but it might be a little sticky from the beer spillage.
That was easy.
I feel like it's new batteries or something, or is it?
It definitely is quiet.
It's quieter.
Yeah,
More quiet.
more quiet.
Quieter. More quiet.
Quieter is a word. More-
Okay, so we want to.
Yeah, let's make sure everyone's dialed in. Danny, you're dialed in?
Dial.
Okay. I'm dialed in.
Okay.
We're going to go kind of down the line. Gage, do you want to go first, or you want me to go first on all these segments?
I'll go first.
Okay, so let's start with all the AFC division-winning teams. Who do you got?
So my AFC division-winning teams.
Are we gonna go? Sorry, not to cut you off. Each division, one like.
I was gonna go top 4 seed.
Get seated. Yeah, seated is fine. Yeah.
Seed is fine.
No, like just one at a time.
No, we're gonna.
Say
I think
all.
we'll go say all four.
Okay.
All four. Yeah.
Yeah. So my top seeds or my top 4 seeds in the playoff seeding for the AFC, I have the Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, and Texans, which is the exact same as last year. I hate to do that. Hate to go chalk, but I just.
Well, at least you have them in a different order because the Chiefs were the one seed
That's
last
true.
year.
Yes. Same team, different order.
Yeah. Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, and Texans. You said.
Yes.
Okay. I am very similar. I have the Ravens as the 1 seed winning the AFC North, the Bills as the 2 seed out of the AFC East. I have the Chiefs as the 3 seed out of the AFC West.
Okay.
And surprise pick. I also want to throw this out there. I have a couple predictions in here. You can call me on. Might be considered bold, but I'm just going to say the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win the AFC South and be the
Okay.
4 seed.
Oh wow.
The fuck that say?
You never saw the new head coach. So do you know that they're saying is Duval?
That's because Jacksonville's in Duval County.
So there are things like Duval. That's like what they
Gotcha.
say.
Really, it's Duval.
Oh, okay.
I think he says it backwards, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the coach at his opening press conference, and he says it kind of weird.
Robert Duvall, the actor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Okay.
On the nose.
All right, Danny, who you got winning all these divisions in the AFC?
I didn't see them, but I guess I can quickly do it. I had Bills in the East.
Okay.
I have the Bengals, Texans, and Chiefs.
Okay.
I would probably move the Texans and Chiefs. So go Bills, Bengals, Chiefs, Texans.
Okay.
All right. You're on the Joe Burrow train this year, huh?
That was Emerson last
That was
year.
me last year. Maybe it'll work out better for you this year than it did for me.
No, I think the Bengals pick I would say is them winning the division is a little bit of a not bold prediction, but not what I would expect.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, that's one of those divisions, though, that always seems to have kind of a little bit of a surprise.
Well, it's a tough division now too. I mean, I think it always has been. There's always
Yeah.
been, especially in division games, it's
Right.
really hard to win one.
And, like, the Browns came out of nowhere a couple years ago with Joe Flacco and won, like, 12 games or whatever
And
that
now we
was.
have Rodgers, the Steeler.
Could be interesting. All right, AFC wildcard team. So you got Gage.
So my 5, 6, 7 seeds, I have the Bengals at 5, Steelers at 6, Broncos at 7. Kind of believing in the Bo Nix train.
Bengals, Broncos, Steelers. Did I hear that right?
Bengals, Steelers, Broncos.
Bengals, Steelers, Broncos. Okay.
What say you?
What say me? I have my 5 seed is going to be the Denver Broncos. I'm actually I feel like there's a chance that the Broncos kind of pull back this year, but I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt. I have in my 6th seed the Bengals.
Okay.
I think they're going to get off to a better start since they actually played their guys in preseason for once.
But we know they never start out well in the
But that's why. But they never played their guys in
Okay,
preseason, so
yeah,
that's
okay,
why I'm kind of.
okay.
I'm giving them a chance this year. And then sneaking in the 7th seed, I have the LA Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers were tough. I think I had them.
Almost left them out.
I had them going 9-8, and I was. It's tough making these predictions because you have all these records and stuff, and you have to make it work. And because the Chargers also made the playoffs last year, and I kind of go by.
They won 11 games last year? 10, 11, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, if the Chargers make the playoffs, I will not be surprised.
Right. Yeah. The reason I was higher on them before Rashawn Slater got hurt, who's their star left tackle, which I think is a big part of their offense, is their offensive line. So, yeah, I almost left him out, but I'm giving Jim Harbaugh his benefit of the doubt as well.
So, what do you have the Patriots winning?
I have them just missing the playoffs at 8 and 9.
I have them 9-8.
Yeah, I almost went 9 and 8, but
I feel like a lot of people are high on them, but I just don't know if it's that time for them yet.
I'm like the hype could be a little too early.
I kind of have to see. I mean, Mike Vrabel, I like him a lot as a coach.
Yeah.
I have to see Drake May do it though.
Yeah.
He
was exciting at the end of the year, but yeah, I'm with you.
What about Danny? Your 5, 6, and 7 seeds.
I have Ravens, Steelers, and Chargers.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think where we're differing here. So you don't have the Broncos in your playoffs.
I do not.
And you don't have who else?
I guess that's kind of the Ravens winning their division.
Right, yeah.
You have them in as well.
But for the most part, I think we have like at least 5 or 6 of the same teams on the AFC side. I think I was the only one who left Houston out. I have them actually tying for the division with Jacksonville as far as records go, but I'm going to give Jacksonville kind of like my surprise team in the AFC.
I mean, I had the Texans going 9-8, and I had the Jags going 8-9, so I was pretty close on that too.
There you go. All right, let's move on to the NFC. Who you have winning all the divisions in the NFC, Gage, 1 through 4?
Okay, let's see. Definitely not the Cowboys, I'll tell you that much.
What?
So my 1 through 4, I have the Eagles, Niners, Packers, and Bucks.
All right. I have my number 1 seed is going to be the Green Bay Packers this year.
Okay.
And I actually had that before, because I don't know if we mentioned it, but did not change my predictions after this trade at all. So I actually had them be my number 1 seed out the gate. I think in that division, they have had the steadiest offseason. Like, Lions lost a bunch of coordinators. Minnesota is changing quarterbacks. I think that's going to be a factor. So, yeah, I got Packers winning that division. 2 seed, I'm going out of the East, the Washington Commanders, as a surprise division winner this year.
Wow.
That division has not had a repeat division winner since 2004, and I'm going to keep that trend going here.
Yeah, things got to change, though.
Yeah, I would think so, too.
I see what you mean.
I think Philly's going to be good, but I'm giving Washington the nod here. And in my 3 spot, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a 3 seed out of the South, and then winning the West, I gave the nod to the Rams. Yeah. I think the NFC West I could be the most wrong on in any division. But I'm gonna.
Well, it's really hard too because obviously with the Niners wide receiver lack of depth. Am I really that confident in them being the 2 seed? No, but we talk about the schedule. I think it's Kyle Shanahan can still make it work.
There's a lot to think about with the Niners because I think the schedule thing is overstated, but I don't think it's nothing, right? Mm-hmm. And then you consider a lot of changes on the defensive side as far as who's starting in those positions. Mm-hmm. Robert Saleh's back, which sounds great on paper, but who knows if that's actually going to come to fruition in a positive way. And then you got guys that need to bounce back like McCaffrey and Brock. So,
what about you, Danny? Who are your playoff your division winners?
I have the Eagles, Packers. I'll put this in order. So Eagles, Packers, Niners, and Bucks.
Okay. So we're pretty
close.
close.
Yeah.
How's the South in both divisions? Not very good.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Not the sexiest on paper, anyway.
NFC South is probably worse than the AFC South.
I don't know.
They're both pretty bad.
I think the Falcons are an interesting team.
But the Saints and Panthers are dogs.
You're right. They're bad.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I do think though the Panthers will be better than they were last year.
How many games do you have in the winning?
I put them at 7 actually.
Oh shit!
Their over under is 6.5. So.
I put them at 3.
Yeah, really.
What'd you put the Saints at?
3.
I did too. Yeah. That's so funny.
All right, wild card teams from the NFC. Who you got, Gage?
I got my 5 seed. I have the LA Rams, 6 seed Washington Commanders, and 7 seed. I'm putting the Seattle Seahawks in there.
All right, I don't hate that. My wild card teams are going to be in the 5 spot. I got the Eagles. 6 spot. I'm putting the Vikings in there. I think Kevin O'Connell is going to get them to the playoffs. And then my 7 seed is going to be the Lions. Like I said, I think they're going to fall back quite a bit, but I think from a talent perspective, they still are really good on offense. Wow. And I think they'll figure out a way to win 9 games and get in there.
Yeah, we differ big time on that one. Danny, what about you?
I have the Commanders, Lions, and the Rams.
Okay. Yeah, the Lions. I had a question mark next to their name, and I have 9-8.
I put them at 9-8 also. So, but I have them as my last team getting in. I also had Seattle winning 9 games and missing the playoffs.
I had them winning 10. That's why I had to put them in there.
Yeah.
How many do you think Seahawks will win, Danny? I know you probably have them written down, but
The Seahawks?
Yeah.
No, I don't have that written down. I don't have a lot of faith in them. I don't know. It's a pretty new team, it seems like, on paper.
yes, the whole Sam Darnold thing is. Am I kind of relying off what he did last year in a different
But now
team?
yeah.
Yeah.
I do like their coach, Mike McDonald. He's pretty crafty on defense.
Yeah.
I put the Niners at 8-9 this season. That's my prediction.
I had them winning 11 games.
Yeah, I think their range of possibilities is really wide. I think if shit goes off the rails, they could win 5 games. But if they put it all together, they could win 12, maybe 13. Yeah.
They're probably the biggest question mark team.
They're a huge question mark. Yeah.
What about
There's
you,
just
Danny?
so many.
How many wins do you think the Niners are going to get? If you had to take a guess.
Their over under is
I don't
10.5
know.
on BetMGM.
I'll say 10.
10. Yeah.
I don't know.
What did you give the Cowboys?
I give the Cowboys a whopping 7.
I gave them 6, so
Yeah.
not far off. What would you think, Danny?
I stuck with my 7, but I could have gone lower after the trade, but I didn't want to fuck with it.
Yeah.
You know, to make you feel better, I'll say 12.
Double.
So they're actually a playoff team.
Yeah. Somehow missing the playoffs at 12.
Yeah, they're still missing
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah. That would be just their luck.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go through. Gage and I will go through all the rounds, and then we'll get to like the Super Bowl, and we'll reintroduce Danny. So just give us your breakdown on the AFC playoffs as a whole, Gage.
So my divisional round in the AFC, I have I guess I should say the wild card. Right?
Yeah, start with the wild card.
So Ravens the 1 seed, so they're waiting for the next round. I have the Bills versus the Broncos, the 2 and the 7 seed game. Bills moving on. Josh Allen. I think they're
That'd be a rematch of last year in the first round, right?
which that game I think the Broncos got to a 7-0 lead early,
and then it was like 34-7
and then they
or
got
something like
shooting
that.
really quickly. Yes. My 3-6 would be the Chiefs versus Steelers. I mean, the Chiefs, they make it to the divisional round.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually what they do. You know what I mean? Or I think it's what they've only done since Mahomes has been.
They've been to the conference championship every year, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Chiefs. I think
it's the fucking Chiefs.
Aaron Rodgers will have a good season for the Steelers. I think we'll see.
Do you think he can be a comeback player of the year?
That's probably.
How would he win comeback player of the year? Just coming back from a bad season, or because we've talked about this too many times on the show. Like, how do you define comeback player?
How does the NFL define comeback player?
Exactly. I think nobody knows. Honestly,
Like, what do they do? So in my 4-5 matchup would be Texans versus Bengals, and I have the Bengals actually having the quote unquote upset against the Texans. Although I think the Bengals would be a better team,
Yeah.
but they didn't win their division, so they.
I assume you have them winning more games in the regular season. The Bengals, that is.
What do you mean more games?
Than the Texans.
Yeah, I have the Bengals winning 11. I have the Texans winning 9.
Okay.
You know, so like not that much of a disparity.
Right.
In the divisional round, I have the Ravens 1 seed versus the Bengals 5 seed, and I have the Ravens moving on from that. Kind of expecting a big year from Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And the Ravens as a whole. And I feel like I say this every year, but they gotta get. They have to show it. They have to eventually do it.
Yeah.
My 2-3, I have Bills Chiefs. I mean, I know for Bills fans this is bad,
Yeah.
but I'm picking the Bills to beat the
love
Chiefs in the divisional round. It's
love
got to
it.
happen eventually.
I love it.
Sorry, Deb, you're going to kill me when you hear this. But that's just what I have to. It has to happen eventually. Josh Allen has to beat Mahomes.
All right. Who's going to be the AFC conference champion?
AFC Conference champion. Sorry, Dev. I'm picking the Ravens to go to the Super
brutal.
Bowl. Lamar Jackson finally makes it to the big game.
I like it. I like that pick. All right, my AFC playoffs are going to go like this. I have in the first round 2 seed Buffalo Bills versus the 7 seed Chargers. Bills are moving on. Sorry, Jim. Bills are moving on.
Yeah, you want a dome, warm weather team to go to Buffalo.
You know, I think if there's any team that plays in a warm weather dome situation, Jim Harbaugh would put one together that could go on the road. But I just don't think it's this year. Yeah. 3 seed Kansas City Chiefs hosting the 6 seed Cincinnati Bengals. Sorry, Joe Burrow, I love you, but Patty Mahomes gets it done once again. He moves on. And then in my kind of random first-round matchup, we got the 4-seed Jags playing the 5-seed Denver Broncos, and I'm going to give the Denver Broncos a yeah, right. I'm going to give the Broncos a nod.
Okay.
Jags make the playoffs, but they're not going any further than that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Divisional round, I got the 1-seed Baltimore Ravens rather hosting the Broncos. Broncos ain't ready for it. Sorry, Lamar's going to get it done, get to his second AFC Conference Championship game. And then on the other side, we both had the same matchup: 2-seed Bills, 3-seed Chiefs. Bills are going to get it done at home.
There we go.
Finally,
there we go.
And they're going to be facing off with the Baltimore Ravens. But the way I differ from you is I got in the AFC Championship game, Josh Allen getting it done, getting to his first Super Bowl appearance.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, makes me feel a little better that we got the same AFC Championship round.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Do you have conference championships lined up, or you just have your Super Bowl matchup?
Just a Super Bowl.
Okay, so we'll hold then. Yeah.
Okay, so in the NFC for me, Eagles 1 seed, they're chilling. That means I have the 2-seed Niners against the 7-seed Seahawks, and I mean the Niners.
Sam Darnold on the road. Come on.
Yeah, we've seen that, haven't we? We know how that goes. And the Niners, they haven't lost a playoff game at Levi Stadium.
That's
Just
something.
saying. Just saying.
Not
It's something.
Yeah.
So my next round, I have 3-seed Packers against the 6-seed Commanders. I had the Packers moving on. This was before the Micah Parsons trade, I promise. I don't really have any rhyme or reason to. I just feel like they're kind of ready. They're kind of at that point. I like LaFleur. Jordan Love, I think, is... Do I think he got paid from that big Cowboy win? Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
No,
He can throw the football nice. It's
yeah.
fine. 4-seed Bucks against the 5-seed Rams. I do have the Rams moving on in that matchup. Got McVay. Do I really believe in the Bucks in the, like Danny said, NFC South, where we don't... It's not really a powerhouse division, in my opinion.
That's fair.
So, take the Rams to move on. In the divisional round, I have the 1-seed Eagles against the 5-seed Rams. I'm going to pick the Eagles to move on, which would be a rematch of last year in the wild card round, though, right? Or no, that was the divisional round.
Eagles and Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, that was divisional round. Yep.
So I'd run it back. Eagles winning again at the link. Hard to win there.
Yep.
Hard to win there. 2-seed Niners, 3-seed Packers. Going against what I just said, and picking the Packers to finally give the Niners their first L at Levi Stadium in the playoffs.
Micah's going to have 3 sacks.
Ooh, that would be tough to watch.
You'd love it, though. I mean,
yes, I would.
From the standpoint of the Niners losing, but yes.
But then he would play the Eagles in the playoffs, and the Packers will lose, and the Eagles go back to the Super Bowl.
And 0 sacks for Micah.
Yes. Exactly,
0 pressures, too.
Would make it feel not as bad if that was the case. I don't know. Like, the Eagles, to me, are the class of the NFC.
They look like they're going to have a really good season again. I do feel a little crazy picking against them, but I'll explain later.
Okay. So that means I would have the Bird Bowl, Ravens versus Eagles.
The Bird Bowl. Nice.
For those keeping track of them.
Okay, here's where it gets wacky for me in the NFC. I will start with the 2 versus 7 seed. That's going to be the Commanders versus the Lions. Commanders at home. They're going to beat them again. They broke the Lions' heart last year, and they're going to do it once again.
Tough.
So I got them moving on. In the 3 versus 6 matchup, I got Tampa Bay hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And sorry, J.J. McCarthy, you're not going to beat the Bucs on the road.
I don't think so.
So I got the Bucs moving on. In the 4-5 matchup, I got the Rams hosting the Eagles, and I'm going to give the Rams the nod this time around.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of, in a way, I'm predicting a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover for the Eagles.
That's fair.
Obviously, they didn't win it a couple years ago, but they had definitely a pullback
Yeah.
after losing to the Chiefs the first time. So, I left them out of the divisional round. So, divisional round, I got the Packers, who are the 1 seed, hosting the Rams. I got the Rams going shocker, upset in the second round over the Packers. Then they're going to go to the NFC Championship.
Wow.
And on the other side, another road win. I got the Bucs beating the Commanders and moving on to the conference championship game.
The Buccaneers?
Getting their revenge on Jaden Daniels and the Commanders from last season.
Yeah. Wow.
And this is where the bold prediction might come to play.
Are you going to say the fucking Buccaneers are going to the Super
The
Bowl?
Buccaneers are going to the Super Bowl.
Was easy.
Oh, my God.
That's a bold prediction.
I mean, Tom Brady's not the quarterback still, right?
No, but they got this guy number 6. His name's Baker Mayfield. He threw 41 touchdown passes last year. He's not bad.
That to me, lace him up. I want one. He wants one. Maybe. Am I speaking for you? Yeah. Lace it up because that is a fucking bold prediction.
We're going heavy too with the makers.
Oh, jeez. So, talk more. Why?
Okay, so
I need more.
Just don't spill.
yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, do you want to pour?
I wasn't going to bring it up, but somebody did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, but
Now the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
no longer in the cradle. You know.
Take one, pass it down.
Buccaneers make the Super Bowl.
They are long odds. I will not deny that.
Did you bet these odds?
No.
Did you put money down? You might as well.
Can't do that in California. I wish I could. I think they're like something like plus 1,300 to make the Super Bowl.
This
might be more than that, actually.
Hey, you let me know.
Well, honestly,
I will be in Vegas in a couple months.
Yeah, throw it down for me, Danny.
well, actually, I already know your game because you're not going to have the Buccaneers win the Super Bowl. No, because if that's the case, I'm going to have you say winning the Super Bowl.
Spoiler alert. I have the Bills win the Super Bowl. Okay. Just pretend you didn't hear that.
Yes, okay.
You said that already. Bills winning the Super Bowl.
Going to the Super Bowl.
I thought you said one. Okay.
No, I did just now, though.
I just want to make sure because I'm writing it down. Right?
Yeah. Okay, so I told myself before, or when I was doing my predictions, I was not going to put the Chiefs or the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I just saw principle. I just wanted to be different.
Okay.
I want to be right, but I want to be interesting. So I had the Rams on my radar as my team to go to the Super Bowl. That wasn't going to be the Eagles.
Yeah.
But this whole Matt Stafford back issue had me worried, so I decided to change directions and go for kind of a long shot. The Buccaneers have been one of the best offensive teams in the league last 2 years. Baker threw 40-plus touchdowns last season. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
They also had one of the best run defenses in the league last year.
Yeah.
I think they could easily, turn around a couple close losses from last season, and I had them winning 12 games this year, so I'll just put that down.
This would be your greatest bowl prediction achievement.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Can I go on a side rant just quickly?
Yeah.
Of Baker Mayfield's career.
Oh, my God. It's insane.
Because he's a legit NFL quarterback. There's no denying that.
It's possibly the biggest roller coaster ever.
Getting drafted to the Browns.
Number one overall.
Did okay in a couple first years. I think they went to playoffs, right? Or like maybe wild card game.
They went to at least one play.
Yeah. And then totally fell off. Goes to the Panthers. And that was a shitstorm.
Yeah, I forgot about the Panthers.
And then goes to the Rams for a game and beats the Raiders.
And had a great game again as a Ram.
Not even knowing the playbook, I don't think.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
That was.
Yeah.
That
and then
was.
Goes to Tampa Bay and's been a pretty solid quarterback since.
Well, and Baker. Baker's not your prototypical quarterback. I mean, I know he's kind of more. He's better at the podium and stuff, but like he's just we know Baker because we saw him play at Oklahoma, or
Right.
like Washington play at Oklahoma.
Seemed like more of a college player than an NFL player.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got one hell of an arm though.
No, he can rip it.
He's one of the strongest arms in the NFL.
Yeah, no, he can definitely rip it.
That is a bold prediction, man.
Yeah, I think they got a shot. And like Todd Bowles, the defensive coach, I think he could get that unit on the right side of things, and they can make a crazy run.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I went chalk, Ravens versus Eagles, but I like to try to do right.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing wrong with
And
that.
didn't they have a pretty close playoff game last
They
year?
played a close one with Jaden Daniels and the Commanders.
That's right,
And
okay.
yeah, Washington came out on top with like a late score that won the game for them. Yeah, that was when Jaden was in his bag.
Yeah.
he was on a run at the end of the season.
So, cheers to that bold prediction.
Yeah, Baker.
That's a hell of a bold prediction, my guy. Oh man,
Jesus Christ, I just can't
It's
stop
okay.
going.
It's on this.
Why did I just take a sip on that? Whew. That was hot.
Woo!
That was literally like 80 degrees.
So the Buccaneers, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be the first to say that I was so out on Baker, even when he was still with the Browns.
You should have shot some rum.
Jesus, Danny. Why did you just say something?
Pirates, Buccaneers.
Yeah. God.
Give me a
I like where your hands
Big
are.
Hardy, yo-ho.
That's good. or Captain Morgan.
Or Captain Jack Sparrow.
Some Bacardi.
Dude,
Like
Cap,
the good old Sharks days.
dude, Cap Mo is
Disgusting.
Terrible.
Wow. Okay, that was fun. Yeah.
So-
Bucks to the Super Bowl.
I do have the Eagles going back to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
The AFC is where it gets interesting. You have the powerhouse Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs. Not this year. Give me the good old Bengals.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you could probably debate that they're a powerhouse because they've kind of been down.
That was my exact prediction last year. I had Bengals versus Eagles.
You did, right?
Yeah. Will you listen to last year's podcast?
I must have been behind. And I have the Bengals pulling it off.
Really? All right. I like it.
Wow.
Joe Burrow getting his first
A
ring.
little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's your Super Bowl MVP?
Could
I guess
be
Joe Burrow.
Burrow, yeah.
Or
I'll-
Chase.
Jamar. Yeah.
So
go for
in the
it.
Bird Bowl for me, Ravens versus Eagles.
The Bird Bowl.
I have the Ravens winning 31-23, and Lamar Jackson finally gets that elusive first championship and is the Super Bowl MVP.
As I already spoiled, Bills are going to be Super Bowl champions. I got your boy Josh.
My boy?
Devin's boy Josh.
Yeah. No, I like Josh.
Getting his first ring as well and being Super Bowl MVP. How could he not be?
Well, I think his first ring will probably be from Haley Steinfeld. But,
Nice.
Actually, I'm not sure when they're getting married. Are they already married? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they already
Yeah,
married.
so it'd be a
Yeah.
second ring. Yeah.
Good one.
Thanks.
Is Lamar getting married?
He's winning the Super Bowl MVP, I'll tell you that much.
All right.
I think I picked the Ravens a few years ago to win the Super Bowl.
Definitely not the first time since we've been doing this. I think I've probably done it too.
Yeah. I actually had them. What is this? Excuse me. 2024, I had Niners over the Ravens.
Nah. I will definitely agree. I think. Well, let's talk about the Chiefs real quick. Are we kind of out on them this season? Too much going on, not enough
I just don't
going
like,
in the right direction?
I don't like the idea of history being on their side because we've only seen one team, and I'm not trying to rub it in, go to 4 straight Super Bowls.
And they didn't win any.
Well, okay, I wasn't going to mention that, but just like in history of the Super Bowl,
How could you not?
we've seen one team go to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if the Chiefs can they do that? Yeah. Do I think they will? I don't. And I kind of hate picking the Eagles this year to go to the Super Bowl because I had an idea of the rubber match next year of Chiefs Eagles to see who because the Chiefs won the first one, Eagles won the second one.
Yeah.
But I just why does it feel like that they had a bad year just because of what happened in February? Like they literally have had that was like literally like the best 3-year span in Super Bowl history.
Yeah.
Super Bowl win, and then you go win 15 games, and then you get smoked.
Yeah. I think.
But that one game makes people be like, oh, I think I'm out on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm not out on the Chiefs. I just think history is not on their side.
Well, I think the context of like their season winning, like going like 10 or 11 and 0, whatever it was, in one-score games, like that almost sounds impossible.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I think during the year we gave them the benefit of the doubt because they are the Chiefs and they've done a lot in recent history, of course. But then they kind of skated through the playoffs a little bit, snuck their way, you could argue, into the Super Bowl. I mean, the Bills definitely could have beat them in the conference championship game. They didn't, but they definitely could have.
Yeah.
And then they get to the Super Bowl and they get absolutely rolled by a team that's great on paper, but you would say the inferior quarterback.
To me, it was besides the quarterback, like you were saying, it was mirrored Bucks Chiefs, Eagles Chiefs.
Right.
So I think the Chiefs got dominated in the same exact way.
Yeah.
So I think the Chiefs could miss this year and then maybe go back again next year. Because I don't think the Chiefs are done going to Super Bowls.
No.
I don't think any of us believe that.
No.
I don't know about Danny if you think that, but I just think it's 4 in a row is really, really hard. We've only seen it once.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen it in our lifetime.
And not to like assume that these franchises are going to be mirrored, but I could see like Belichick and Brady, they won all those Super Bowls early on, and then they kind of have a lull.
took
Like
like
they were
10
really good, but they didn't win any. They didn't win any Super Bowls.
They didn't win Super Bowls for 10 years.
Yeah.
They went to 2, lost both.
I think it's realistic to see that happening in the near future.
I just don't see Andy Reid being around for as long as Belichick was.
That is going to be the difference.
Because the age gap is different.
Yeah, that's going to be the difference for sure.
Unless Andy Reid right now already has somebody that he just talked to Mahomes about being like, hey,
There's going to be the guy who steps in.
this is probably be the guy after I'm done. Are you okay with this? Because Mahomes is going to have the first
Oh, he's going to be a huge part of the conversation.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Like, whoever Patrick Mahomes right now, they probably had the conversation, and I don't know if it's anybody who's actually on.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, the guy.
Dude.
Did he coach him? I mean.
Yeah, Texas Tech. Wouldn't that be sick?
I just know they're going to figure that out eventually. But I think Andy Reid probably has another 5 years.
At least a few.
Yeah.
2, 3. Yeah.
But I think the Chiefs can come out with a vengeance, given how bad they were embarrassed.
Yeah. There's also that factor. And I think another thing that people are like a little turned off by the Chiefs is that their offense hasn't been as electric last couple years. What did Mahomes win the MVP 2 years ago? I think it was the year they beat the Eagles.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but then since then he's been like good but not special.
He was already kind of getting like into his Brady bag, like post 2013,
where he just like finds ways to win games.
Dink dunk.
Not really a stat guy,
but I'm still winning the game.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Although because Brady had like the Randy Moss years where it was like just. Like you couldn't
lighten it up.
Nothing you could do.
Yeah.
Unless you're the Giants.
As Chris Broussard likes to call it, the light show.
Yeah. Is that what he calls it?
Yeah.
Like referring to that in particular?
Well, just like anytime you have a season where you throw like 45 touchdowns.
Gotcha.
Or whatever, yeah. Okay. So you got Lamar Jackson, Super Bowl MVP.
Yes.
Joe Burrow, Josh Allen.
Okay, quarterbacks.
AFC is king this year, huh?
It's hard to get the Super Bowl MVP if you're not a quarterback.
It is. I mean, we've definitely seen it, but it's just how do you put together a Super Bowl MVP performance without being the quarterback?
Who was the last one? Do we know off the top of our heads?
Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, probably. I was thinking Malcolm Butler.
I was thinking Edelman.
So Cooper Kupp, but then who's been the guys since? Like it has been Mahomes, Hurts since then? Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of missing one in between though. I could be totally wrong.
No, Brady.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so because Brady won it that year,
I think so.
With the Bucs, yeah.
I don't know who else would have won it.
Yeah,
I think Gronk.
He beat Mahomes.
Right.
No, but I think on the
yeah.
Bucs.
Yeah.
I think Gronk had 2 touchdown catches in that game.
He did have 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
But I think Brady won the MVP because it's just what he does.
That game sucked.
Yeah, it did.
That was that the first Super Bowl at Dover?
Yeah, I was hammered for that game.
That was
a
fun day.
That was a fun day.
But that game stunk.
That game sucked.
Okay, let's move on to our NFL awards. Gage, who do you have winning the NFL MVP this season?
It's going to be kind of mirroring what you did with Joe Burrow. I have Lamar Jackson winning the MVP this year, which would be his third. And did you struggle with trying to find or like the idea of who would win the MVP? Because I feel like it's really up in the air. Because I think voter fatigue for Josh Allen since he won it last year.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson, he's won it twice in the past 5 years. And then Mahomes also has won it twice since 2019. So I don't really know outside of those 3 guys who could really win it. They don't really give it to running backs.
Yeah.
They don't give it to receivers. So I really struggled. So I just kind of went Lamar Jackson.
I went Lamar as well. Okay. So I think we're kind of on the same page. I also have the Ravens being the number 1 seed in the AFC. So
yeah,
that's always a factor. And even if he doesn't have the best statistical season out of, like, say, him, Josh, and Mahomes, and whoever else you want to throw in there, I think the record will kind of elevate him, like it did a couple years ago.
Yeah,
and like I don't want to take away Josh Allen's MVP from last year, but I think he kind of got a little bit of an edge because of the voter fatigue from Lamar from the previous or previous seasons.
Yeah, Lamar had a great year last year, too.
I mean, statistically, he was definitely superior than Josh. And Josh had a great year. There's no question about it. And the Bills were awesome. But I think it kind of reverses this season. But Josh will be holding, in my opinion, the real trophy. So.
That's all. The one he cares about the most.
Exactly.
Danny, do you have any of these down?
I do not.
Okay, that's fine.
Offensive Player of the Year. It's the first time we've ever done this. But I think
I think
we should be doing this for the future. For sure.
I'm going to go Jamar Chase.
I like it.
Which I think he arguably could have won it last year.
Probably should have.
Because he had a huge
year.
I
shouldn't say should have, but...
I mean Saquon Barkley.
And you go 2,000 on the ground. That's pretty tough to do.
Yeah. So I'll go Jamar Chase.
I'm going to go a little dark horse, Jahmyr Gibbs from the Lions.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
He's like, I think, like the 5th or 6th highest odds to do it this year. I could see them needing him more this season, so I'm going to go him. He's going to put up like I'll go 2,400 all-purpose yards.
Okay.
And that'll get him the nod.
Yeah.
Our defensive player of the year.
I'm gonna go Aiden Hutchinson from the
Okay.
Lions.
Little bounce back from the
Yeah.
injury.
Yeah.
I think he was my pick last year, and then he got hurt in the fucking third or fourth week.
Of course.
I'm really good at just jinxing people with awards predictions. I'm awesome.
Can you pick more Niners?
Negative.
This is interesting. Not to cut you
Yeah,
off.
go for
Looking
it.
at the MVP of the past in Super Bowl, I believe 12, Cowboys versus Broncos.
Broncos, really? They face off?
There was 2 Super Bowl MVPs that year.
Who?
Really?
Yeah, first time ever and only time.
Was it Staubach and
Wait. Did Steve Young and Jerry Rice not share one?
I don't believe so. I'll double check. No, because this was the first time that. Oh, it was the first time. Oh, never mind. 2 defensive linemen,
Really?
Randy White and defensive end Harvey Martin.
I know Randy White. I never heard of Harvey Martin. But for the Cowboys?
Are you thinking of Danny White though?
No.
Okay.
But he was great.
Yeah.
He was Scott Stapp before Scott Stapp. Number 11.
And no other team has done
Cole Beasley.
True.
that. Steve Young won it alone.
I thought they shared one.
They did not.
Steve Young had like 6 touchdown pass throws in that game.
And I think like 3 of them were to Jerry.
No. That's stupid.
Okay, so you're picking Aiden Hutchinson. I'm going. It's probably not going to happen. I'm going to go Jared Verse, who was the defensive rookie of the year last year for the Rams, linebacker. I just think he'll have a boost in sacks, and he's kind of like a hybrid linebacker. So we'll see. I had a tough time with this one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Offensive rookie of the year.
So what's funny about this one is I originally put Travis Hunter, but I kind of thought, wait, they're not gonna. I thought they were gonna give him the Ohtani treatment, with like playing 2 different positions, but that's not gonna happen.
Well, it's different than baseball because,
Yeah,
like, if
exactly.
you're not like, I don't know,
So I crossed it out and put Ashton
Genty,
Genty.
GNT,
No, Genty.
Gin tonic.
I'm really trying my best to say it right.
Yeah, you
Every
nailed
time
it.
I say the name, I think I'm gonna say it wrong.
Genty. Yeah, you nailed it. Good pick. I'm going to go with another running back from the Chargers, Omarion Hampton, who you drafted in fantasy football. Yeah.
I took a flyer on him. I have no idea who he. But
A lot of the fantasy, I'm just saying, a lot of the fantasy experts that I watch, say that you should be high on him. So,
sweet,
good pick.
can't wait.
You stole him from me, actually. I wanted him that round. You picked him.
Sorry about it.
Defensive rookie of the year,
Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter for me as well. Coach of the year.
Could be Travis Hunter too, though.
Possibly. I just...
Him playing 2 positions.
I think him getting enough reps on both sides of the ball
Yeah, it's not good.
is going to be tough for him to win either of these awards.
Exactly. Coach of the year for me, going back to my Seahawks pick, making the playoffs. I'm gonna go Mike McDonald.
I like it.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't, but it's a good pick. My pick, Liam Cohen from the Jags.
Okay.
baby. Get him back to the playoffs. The prince who was promised going to have a bounce back season. Jags in the playoffs. Just one more time.
You've never seen Game of Thrones, right?
Nah.
Have you seen Game of Thrones?
I think I watched like one episode. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just not good on the whole middle.
Because do you know who the real prince was promised?
Whoever the main character was?
Jon Snow, bro.
Okay,
That's
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow is my guy.
Trevor Lawrence is going to be Jon Snow this year.
Actually, he probably doesn't want that, so just...
He does. Spoiler.
Because Gage said he doesn't want that, I think he wants that.
Also, Jon Snow does not die.
Good.
Actually, that's not true.
Oh. Not good, but good.
Yeah, I'm not going to give away. I mean, Game of Thrones ended like 10 years ago, so I think it's fine. But
I know.
Has it been that long?
well, probably not 10, but probably like
It probably has, my friend.
something
Pretty
like
close.
that, yeah. Big Jon Snow guy, by the way.
Love it.
He's up there with Anakin Skywalker and Paul Atreides for me
Nice.
from Dune, which you need to watch. You're missing out, dude. You're fucking.
Do I need to
missing
watch
out.
it, Danny?
He's never seen it.
Do
I don't think you're missing out.
You've seen Dune?
No, that's why I'm saying I don't think you're missing out.
Cheers to that, guys.
You guys are idiots.
Because I'm not missing out.
No, you are. Anyways,
You guys are idiots.
if you don't like watching good sci-fi movies, okay, cool. Don't watch Dune. It's
Sci-fi's
fine.
terrible.
Sci-fi's not terrible. You can't say sci-fi's terrible. You like sci-fi.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why he likes it.
Fuck me, right?
Do you need something to drink, boss?
I do.
You want a beer? You want a shot? You want a glass of wine? White wine? Oh, yeah. Well, I do have red wine. If we want some.
Is it like a pain in the ass to get it?
No.
You have to open it?
Yeah.
Kind of a pain in the ass.
No, I'll take a. At least you didn't spill your drink again. I'll just take a beer. You don't have to open a bottle of wine. It's fine.
It's okay.
You sure?
That's what you want, yeah.
I do want that.
You want that?
So a little week 1 preview. Opening night, Cowboys at Eagles. The Eagles are -7.5 favorites. And I want to let everybody know. I told you this earlier today. I woke up to a dream because I already let people know that I have a Gage's guarantee.
He did text me this.
A Gage's guarantee that the Eagles would beat the Cowboys week 1. And that is on wax. I got it right here. I had a dream last night that the Cowboys laid 60 on the Eagles. And when I woke up, I thought I had to drink a Buzzball. I swear to God. I was scared. I was scared. But I don't think that's not going to be the case. The Cowboys are going to get their asses absolutely whooped in this game. I don't think it's going to be close. Banner night at the Link. No Micah Parsons anymore. All-time bad vibes for the Cowboys. Come on. Come on. I mean, does that make sense?
Cowboys by 20?
No way. But that's a bold prediction. Take another shot.
Not putting it down.
Okay.
Eagles by 60?
Yeah, that's more like it, Danny. September 5th, Friday night in Brazil. Chiefs -3.5 versus Emerson's Chargers.
My Chargers.
That's a nice little juicy matchup. I don't know if I'd like playing in Brazil. It's a lot of travel, man. It's a lot of travel.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understand the whole
Expanding the game.
Yeah, expand the audience and all that. But
how about instead of making the players go to a different country, you give the people in that country free TV to watch the game?
I thought you were going to say bring him to this country to watch.
No, it's just like you're making these players go to these countries, and I get it. You know, they make millions of dollars.
that's the only way. I mean,
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm kind of kidding.
It's fun.
it is a fun opening weekend matchup, though. Yeah, because they started NFL Brazil last year, right? With the it was Packers Eagles, if I remember right.
Jordan Love got hurt.
That's right. That was a good game, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chiefs Chargers. That's a fun matchup out the gate, divisional matchup.
On Sunday afternoon, your Niners -2.5 at the Seahawks.
Clock's ticking. Can't wait for this. I honestly can't wait for the season start. I'm not super bullish on the Niners. Like obviously, with my predictions, I didn't have them winning more than half their games, but. Yeah, it's always fun to start the season unless you're a Cowboys fan.
I was gonna say I should be more like you and be excited, but
Yeah.
I'm not.
I have the Eagles. I put it on there from ESPN at -7.5 against the Cowboys. It might be more than that now. I don't know how many points Micah's worth, but it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also Sunday afternoon we got Lions Packers right out the gate, which is a good.
Nice little NFC North.
Good
matchup.
NFC North matchup
like
to
that.
get the season started. That'll be a fun one. Sunday Night Football to open the year. Ravens Bills conference championship matchup as we predicted.
That's a good matchup. That's like shades of Texas Ohio State first game.
It is up there for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's nice. I mean, this game alone could be tiebreakers. Or
for sure.
Could the number 1 seed
I
this
mean,
early.
I predicted the Ravens to go 14-3 and the Bills to go 13-4. So, let you know what I think about this matchup.
Give me the Bills, and not even close.
Oh, I like it.
I'm serious.
I mean, the Bills at home. The Ravens do play in the cold, outdoor. I don't think it's crazy, but so you would take the Bills and you would take the points 1.5.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, I don't think it's a crazy.
It's
call.
really hard to predict early season matchups these days. I mean, it always kind of is, but now we got 17 games versus 16. We got teams not really taking the preseason as serious as they used to.
Yeah.
So they kind of, sleepwalk into the first week. Not that they're not, preparing, but it's just getting those first game jitters out the way is a little different than it used to be.
Well,
so.
not to mention this is a rematch of the divisional round where the Ravens. I mean, Mark Andrews. Are you feeling okay still from that drop? I mean,
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think the NFL knows what they're doing with these schedules,
Yeah.
and so I
think everyone would love to see this matchup happen in like November.
Yeah.
You throw a little weather on it. You throw teams are in full swing now.
You throw the records into it too.
Yeah,
like more like a juicy record.
You got a 9-3 versus 10-2
Yeah.
kind of situation.
Yeah.
But But yeah, right out the gate, it's not a bad deal at all. And then first Monday Night Football game, meh. Vikings 1.5 point favorites at the Bears. Not. I mean, you got two guys that were drafted like 1 and 10 in the same draft 2 years ago.
I would tell you right now, if we're doing picks, which we are not doing picks this week,
yeah,
we're gonna start next week. Correct.
Correct.
I'd pick the Bears plus 1.5 in this game.
Okay, I don't hate that.
Because I just, not to say Caleb Williams is a great player yet, but I gotta see JJ McCarthy. I gotta see what it's like.
Yeah.
Honestly, surprised that the Vikings are favored in this game on the road.
I think probably. I mean, it's only 1.5 points, so it's damn close to a pick 'em, right? But
is it kind of maybe the coaching? Like,
I think it's coach. I think it's you still have two very young players. I mean, the Vikings are returning a pretty good team from last year. They won 14 games. I mean,
would you pick the Vikings to cover?
I would probably stay away from this game to be completely honest. Yeah.
Like gun to your head, what would you pick?
That's a tough one. I think I might go Bears. I think I might be with
Bears too.
Like
at Soldier Field,
51% to 49%.
Yeah, it'd be close. What about you, Danny? Who would you pick in this game if you had to?
Oh man, Caleb did start to turn it around a little bit towards the end of the season last year. I'd probably put it to the Vikings.
Yeah.
To cover. Yeah.
They have a really great team, I think, around JJ. It's just can he put it together as a professional?
They obviously put their eggs in that basket.
Yeah.
Getting rid of Sam Darnold, who had a phenomenal year.
Right. But did he have a phenomenal year because of the team around him and Kevin O'Connell being who is widely regarded as a great offensive play caller?
Yeah.
I can only think that they see more in JJ, obviously younger guy, probably more talented.
There's a lot of factors in that because JJ is on a rookie contract. Obviously, they drafted him really high. They drafted him in the first round. So paying him, minimal money versus paying Sam Darnold, 20, 30
Did they sign a veteran backup, the Vikings?
That's a good question.
I thought they did, but I could be wrong.
I feel like yes, but I'm trying to think about who that
Don't
person
lose
is.
sleep over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot of sleep actually. But anyways, yeah. No, first week should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs Chargers. You is that easy Chiefs pick? Even being minus 3.5.
I wouldn't touch this one.
Yeah.
I think the fact that the travel, different country.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
Who knows what the weather's going to be, what the elevation is. I think it's a tough pick.
I'll give benefit of the doubt to the Chiefs because they're just that team that finds the ways to win. Mm. But I don't know if they cover 3.5 points.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, that's right. That was just recently.
Yeah.
That's not a bad backup.
Was that a trade, though? I think they traded for him. From Philly, maybe?
Was it no, like the Rams? Who's Carson
Maybe the Rams? Yeah, I don't know.
Because Carson Wentz started his career with the Eagles.
I know, but he went back, though,
back?
for a second, yeah. I don't know if that was last year or
Oh,
not.
shit. You might be right.
Yeah.
So you have some head coaching firing predictions.
Yes, let's do it.
But none of these are bold.
I mean, you can tell me out. I don't got to go to work till 4 tomorrow. Don't tell my boss that. Anyways, yes, I am throwing down some predictions on some head coaching firings. I think they're, for the most part, these guys will all be on the hot seat this coming season.
Yeah.
So I'll start from the top. Mike McDaniel, Miami Dolphins. I think this is the year it ends.
Yeah.
I don't have them making the playoffs.
Yeah.
They have been as close to a Cowboys circus in the offseason as you could get, right?
That's fair.
And he's actually out of my 5 coaches that I'm predicting to get fired this year. He's the one guy I got getting fired mid-season.
Wow.
So I'm calling for, if I'm remembering right, I'm calling for a week after week 11 because their bye is week 12. They're going to get rolled by the Commanders in week 11, and he's going to get sent home on a different plane.
We're talking another Niners reunion coach?
He could be coming back, which I would be okay with. I mean, obviously he got hired away for doing good things for the Niners, so so that's number 1. I got Mike McDaniel getting fired. Moving on to the Indianapolis Colts. This one, I'm it's kind of a stretch, but Shane Steichen, who's been the head coach of the Colts for the last few years, I actually think their GM also is going to go with him at this point. They've put so much stock into Anthony Richardson over the last couple of years. They're not even
Your boy.
They're not even
Your old boy.
Well, he was fantasy wise, yes. They're not even going to start him this year. They're putting their chips on the table with Daniel Jones. I think that's just not a recipe for success. I think it's going to be a rough year for the Colts. I got the Colts finishing actually last in the AFC South at 5-12 in my prediction. So I think he's going to be on his way out. I don't think he's a terrible coach. He's probably one of those guys that's more of a coordinator than a head coach kind of guy. So
I had the Colts winning 4 games.
4, yeah. So even worse than I thought. So yeah. This one I think is going to happen, but I'm going to disagree with it. But this franchise is an absolute shithole, and that is the Cleveland Browns firing Kevin Stefanski after the end of this year. The Browns are going to be bad. I don't think anyone thinks otherwise. I got them winning 4 games this year. He probably doesn't deserve to get fired, but I just think their fan base will kind of have that pressure on the ownership to make a change, and I think he could be the one. Honestly,
could it be Shador? Or you mean just from a head coaching?
I just think from a totality standpoint.
Gotcha, okay.
And also, the ownership drafted Shador Sanders. I don't think there's any question about that because you wouldn't draft a second quarterback in the same draft 2 rounds after.
Yeah.
If it wasn't an ownership call, you know. So I think they could be thinking differently than Kevin Stefanski. I think he's a great coach, and he's going to go somewhere else and do great things. But I think he'll be actually very fortunate to get out of the Browns franchise if this does does happen. My 4th coach to get fired, Brian Dable from the Giants. I think he's an easy one to be in the hot seat. Is it a guarantee that it's going to happen? No, but the Giants are probably not going to be good. They're going to start Russell Wilson out the gate. If he stinks like I think he probably will, they're going to go to Jackson Dart. He's a rookie quarterback. If it doesn't look good, which there's a good chance it won't.
How many games do you have the Giants win?
I gave him 5.
I gave him 3. Yikes.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, I gave him 5. But, I think their quarterback situation last year was so bad.
Yeah.
And I think they won 3 games last year, maybe 4. So I'll give them an extra couple wins, but still. Yeah, I think Brian Dable will be on his way out, and I think another guy that won't be upset about getting a new job.
Right.
And last but not least, I think your Dallas Cowboys are going to move on from Brian Schottenheimer after 1 season. I know that's not generally Jerry's way of doing business, but I think there is going to be a level of incompetence that comes with the Cowboys and their coaching staff this season, even aside from the whole Micah Parsons situation, that is going to lead to...
But now this does not help. I don't think. I don't think it helps Schottenheimer's chances of being a head coach again next year.
Well, I think it kind of maybe lets him off the hook a little bit if they're not as good as Jerry hopes they're going to be. But at the same time, I think he's not going to elevate this team in any way, shape, or form as a head coach.
No.
And I don't think anyone thought that when they hired him, you included. So I think Jerry's going to probably realize his mistake and fire him after 1 year. Yeah. He'll get through the season, but that's going to be it. Right. It's not going to be a Jason Garrett situation.
Oh, God. So on to Gage's guarantees.
Let's go, baby.
So I already let you guys know the first 2 weeks. Week 1 at the Eagles, September 4th. No chance for the Cowboys. Banner night, like I said, at the link. Not going to happen.
Cowboys by 20.
Yeah. Second game, week 4 versus the Packers. It'll be a home game for the Cowboys. September 28th. That's a pretty quick turnaround. 1-4.
Yeah.
I feel like in the past I had like a couple ones that were close and like a far one, but like that.
Yeah.
So. And this was before the Parsons trade.
Right.
I promise you. Just Packers have the Cowboys number, like I said earlier, and especially now. It's like it's
cooked.
It's cooked. For sure. The third game, which might come as a surprise, Week 9 versus the Cardinals, November 3rd. Kyler Murray has never lost in that stadium.
Oh, and that's going to be at home for the Cowboys?
Yep. In high school, in college, and as a pro. Has never lost at AT&T Stadium. And I think that trend will continue. I think this one for me is the one that's the most wild card-ish.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, at least thus far.
Yeah.
But you got 2 more, you said?
Yeah, this one I took a flyer on, but knowing the history, I think I feel good about it.
Okay.
The 4th game is Week 13 at the Chiefs, or versus the Chiefs, so it'll be a home game for the Cowboys. November 27th. I mean, come on. there anything else I need to say?
Chiefs are going to need that one, too.
Yeah, it's not even going to be close. And the last one is Week 14 at Detroit, December 4th. I think ever since they got dogged by the Cowboys...
Oh, they're just like out of revenge tour.
Oh, out of revenge tour, no matter what. They're always going to show up for the Cowboys as long as that kind of nucleus is there.
Yeah.
So those are my 5 games.
That game definitely... well, I shouldn't say definitely, but it kind of felt like it changed the playoff outlooks that season, right?
Yeah.
Even though the Lions still made it to the conference championship, but I think they could have nailed down the 1 seed, though, if they didn't lose that game to the Cowboys. Anyway.
So any of these games, how do you feel? Do you, outside looking in, do you feel like those are all 5 fair games that the Cowboys could lose?
I think, like you mentioned, the Cardinals one is definitely not a far-fetched guarantee. But no, I don't hate those picks at all. I part of me really wants to up the ante on that week 1 against the Eagles. Not that I think the Cowboys are going to win, but there's something in the air.
If you want to up the ante, we have to do this podcast on a Sunday. Because I'm not going to be able to go to work if that's the case the next day. I'm just saying. And I'm willing to do that for you. Also, we need to figure out what I'm going to drink. Is it still going to be...
We do need to figure it out. We're not going to do it right now. Yeah, but we'll figure it out.
Because it was supposed to be Mad Dog last year, but I nailed on my pick, so I didn't do any of it.
Should we just roll it back?
We can do Mad Dog again. Shout out Travis. Yeah, you said Mad Dog.
Yeah, maybe roll it back, but that'll be TBD.
Yes.
TBD.
I mean, you really think the Eagles are going to lose that game? No, you don't. You don't believe that.
I think it can be fun just to see what happens.
I will up the ante on you if we do this podcast on a Sunday night.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Everything here that's being talked about is TBD.
Okay. Just let me know. What do you think, Danny, about these guarantees? Any of them that you think?
That was 5, right?
Yes.
17 games in the season?
Should be 17 guarantees.
Yeah.
Well, I have them winning 12 games this year. So
that was good. I like that. That was good.
That was good.
You know, with that being said, Emerson, what time is it?
Last call, baby. I'm glad he's back.
Let it go, dude. Let it go.
Jags, baby.
I got a few things I wanted to mention before you do, right?
Send it.
So, Dev and I went to a Sacramento A's game.
Oh, yeah. I did kind of put that in the intro, but I'm glad we got back around to it.
We went on Monday to go see them play the Tigers, and A's won 8-3. We did not stay for the entire game because it was late, and the A's were kind of kicking ass, so we decided, hey, let's leave. I loved the stadium, loved the ambiance. Parking was super easy because we were there pretty early. Dev got us great seats. I think we were behind home plate.
You did have a good seat.
Behind home plate, probably 25 rows back, something like that.
Like just off of direct?
Yeah, just off direct.
Between the dugout and, No.
And we also stayed at Drake's Brewing, which is, I think, would be walking distance. Might be a nice little jaunt.
Yeah.
But we decided, we drove there, so we just drove from Drake's. Yeah. But it's a great spot to go before the game if you happen to be out in that area.
I didn't know they had a Drake's out there.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. It was hot. I mean, Sacramento's hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even it was nice though when the sun went down. It's one of those environments where you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt and you're still good.
Yeah.
You're not too cold.
Right.
And honestly, you might call me crazy, but I think walking through the stadium, and it's not big, it's a minor league stadium. Yep. I think I enjoyed it more than Angel Stadium.
That's fair.
No, seriously, it's a nicer stadium, I think, than what Angel Stadium is. Angel Stadium obviously has more people that could sit in the seats.
It's about 4 times the size seating wise. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I had a really great time. I would go to more of these games while they're here. I'm really glad that Dev and I were able to go out and see one because it's something that I personally want to do while they were here because you can kind of, years from now when they're in Vegas or if they're in Vegas, you could say, I went to a Sacramento game while the A's were in Sacramento.
I mean, we should go to just a Rivercats game for a third of the price. Honestly, I mean, I don't know what you guys paid, but Rivercats games are cheap, and
I think she paid
it's the same experience.
For those seats, I think she's paid like $35 a piece.
That's pretty good, actually.
Which is why she pulled trigger on them so quick.
Yeah. That is a good deal.
No, but because I'd never been to a Rivercats game at that stadium.
Right.
I know you went to a Bananas game there.
I did.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Fun.
Yeah.
Dev, I bought Dev an A's hat with the Sacramento patch on the side.
Nice.
I got a Sacramento A's pin because I didn't want to I can't wear an A's hat. But I wanted some kind of memento.
Yeah.
for later on when they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
But really cool just to be able to see two teams that are major league teams be there. And
Yeah.
we saw your boy Scooble.
So I want to mention that. So yesterday for lunch, I had this couple in, and they were in town. And they're Tigers fans. They went to both the game that you went to and the game on Tuesday, and the A's won both those games.
And they swept the Tigers.
I didn't. I guess I didn't pay attention to that, but yeah. But yeah, I was kind of talking to them, and I was just kind of laughing because like when you guys said you were going to the game and all that, and I checked the pitching matchup, and I was like, fucking Scooble's on the mound. Of course, these guys. You guys just randomly picked this game.
Well, I've heard the name, but I guess I don't really, because I don't watch a ton of
Yeah.
Detroit Tigers games, and I'm not like into baseball as much as you are.
Right.
But I mean, he was dealing for a little bit. Then he gave that grand slam, and that's what kind of.
I mean, honestly, he was dominating. He had
Yeah.
I think he had 12 strikeouts in the game in total.
Did he?
Yeah. But yeah, he obviously gave it a grand slam that kind of made the outing.
But he's like a.
He won the American League Cy Young last year.
Oh, shit.
And then he started the All-Star game for the American League this year. So
wow.
when I was talking to these people at the bar, I was like, I love how my friends just like kind of just pick this game on a whim, and like they get to go see the modern day Randy Johnson.
Is that what you're saying he is?
I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch,
Oh, wow.
but he's on a run right now that's up there for sure.
I mean, it's funny though, because I'm sure they probably sought out to maybe go to that game.
Oh, they came. I think they're doing kind of like a Northern California trip because they're going to Tahoe. They said this weekend, but I think they just factored that part into their trip as well.
And I do want to say, because I texted you guys in the group chat, that I was sitting there waiting for Devin to come out of the bathroom, and I hear, a good amount of A's fans, or guys wearing A's gear, that kind of thing. And I hear this guy walking past me, and he goes, "There's a shit ton of Tigers fans here right now."
Yeah,
there was seriously, especially at Drake's Brewing, you would not believe how many Tigers fans you would see.
That's
cool.
I
mean, I know they're an old franchise and they have a good following, but being in California, especially Sacramento, seeing a bunch of Tigers gear, like every person you saw walk into Drake's, was a fucking Tigers fan.
That's kind of cool.
It is cool.
Like they're obviously having a really good season.
It honestly felt like we were watching like an American League Championship Series game or something like that. Like, that's how many Tigers fans were.
Yeah.
But no, a good experience. I would definitely go. From our point of view, you can see the yellow bridge on the right hand side, and you can also see like the weird like stacked up like triangle that they have.
Yeah.
No, it was cool though. I liked it a lot. Also, what I had was Sal had a bold prediction that he wanted to clear up. The one about Brock Purdy.
I think we understood it now, and it makes sense.
Yeah. So he said, "I guess I meant Purdy will play bad at some point. That'll make them change QBs and bench him for Mac Jones."
And basically, Mac Jones has to actually start a game.
Yes.
In place of him,
Yes.
with injury not being involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I was kind of confused on.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why he.
Not like I guess the clarification is that it doesn't count if he just gets benched in the middle of a game for having a bad game.
Yeah.
He actually, like Mac Jones, actually has to start a game with Purdy being healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Also, I want to mention the new Niners jerseys. What do you guys think? The black ones that came out today.
You're a hater, dude.
I am a hater.
You like them?
They're cool.
Yeah.
They're better than the other black ones they had.
The other black ones are shit.
I do think
I wouldn't love them if they were an everyday thing, but
for week
one game.
I love how it's week 18, like the
Yeah,
last week of the
just
season.
sprinkle that in there.
Yeah.
So here's going to be my take. I don't like them, and partially because I just like the Niners. Like, I hate saying that it's just like they're a traditional franchise and like they should stick to what they got, but it just I don't know. It's kind of trying too hard. But I will say, if you kind of in a vacuum take that jersey and say and to give credit to the people who designed it, I think it's actually not a bad looking uniform. But I just don't think that it fits the 49ers is my thing.
Go.
It looks a lot like the Commanders' black uniforms from like the color scale standpoint. But yeah, that's where I'm at on it.
I like the ones that they did back in like the mid 20 teens with Kaepernick when they had like I think it's the gold helmet with the black jersey. And I think that was really good.
That's the one they
that's the one you're talking about.
Really good.
I think the black helmet, the black jerseys, it works.
It's better.
I think the best thing I like about it is the number font.
I do too.
Is like how like the 49ers.
It's like the Western script. Yeah.
I think that's the best part about it. I also like how most Niner fans hate it. So I'll do anything Niner fans hate it. So it's not the best rivalry uniform because, I mean, it's kind of tough. The Bills one was kind of cool. The Patriots one kind of looks like the Titans a little bit. I think the Dolphins went black too, and that looks terrible.
Yeah, there's definitely been some interesting ones come out.
So
yeah,
I know the NFL always likes to try to make money doing.
So I'm kind of assuming that these uniforms will be worn like the Niners play, I believe, the Seahawks in Week 18. So they're both going to wear those just for that game.
That's a good point.
Is that the assumption, or
the Seahawks one I kind of like
because those ones are white, and then obviously the Niners ones are black, so that would be a good pairing on the field.
Well, and also if the Dolphins are doing one and the Patriots are doing one,
you would think they would kind of go white dark. Is that the case? I didn't.
Yeah, because the Patriots one's it's like lighter than the black one that the Dolphins have. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah. But also the Bills have one. I don't know if there's another AFC East team that's also doing one. So we'll see later on. But I'm just glad the Cowboys aren't fucking around doing this personally.
Are they not involved in this at all, or do we just not know yet?
No, I don't think every team's doing it.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I don't think every team's doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like. I know that these weren't the best uniforms in 49er history, but I'd almost rather see the Niners do a play on like the early 2000s uniforms rather than just try something weird like they did with this one.
Like the Garcia years?
Yeah.
I think those are a little... I know Sal hates them, but I think they're a little underrated for Niner history.
There is some nostalgia there. They didn't have, obviously, their best success in those uniforms, so I think that could be part of it. Yeah. But yeah, I think for people like me and Danny being our age would see them and be like, oh, that's kind of cool.
No, I was going to say, if I was a Niner fan, and obviously having your guys' age, give or take, I'd probably want to get like remember Arb had that Vernon Davis one.
Yeah, I mean
that was like probably a little too small for him.
Right,
he had it
or even like a lot of great Niner players played in that uniform. I mean Terrell Owens, Jeff Garcia, Frank Gore, Vernon Davis,
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice probably played in that his last couple of years.
Gore one that style.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe even
Julian Peterson,
52.
Patrick Willis played a couple of years in that.
I cannot believe I just blanked on that.
Brian Young.
Yeah. I mean, it's at a time when the Niners weren't good at all. They didn't
have like championship type success in those uniforms.
So maybe that's why some people don't like them as much. Maybe like Sal.
I think it's also just like it was such a big change of pace from. I mean, okay, so we went from like the classic ones from the '80s and
like
then
the red and white,
and then the '90s. Like they changed them up a little bit, but those are nostalgic too in their own way. They brought them back
because you wanted them.
You're right. And then those didn't actually last that long. The ones that they have as their alternate right now, those didn't last that long. And they went to like the ones that we're just talking about, pretty quickly. And it's also, I think, the color of red. It's kind of like almost a burgundy, which I think kind of turns people off. It's not like the scarlet that we're used to. But anyways,
it's. I'll be interested to see how many people, like maybe not in town, but like in the Bay Area, if I'm ever like in other parts, who had like the new black jersey on.
There's going to be some goons that are all way into it
for sure.
I mean, Scott Erickson is already way into it. I'm surprised.
I'm not.
He didn't strike me as a guy who would like an alternate.
It could be a turd, and he probably like it. It has the Niner logo on it. Dude, straight up. No, and I love Scott, but like it could be or like Casey having his fucking camo Kaepernick jersey. Like that's terrible.
Oh my god, that's terrible. Yeah.
So, what do you have?
Well, actually, one thing. Kyle Schwarber hit 4 bombs today. 21st player in history. Second time this year.
MVP?
He wasn't. He was actually having a real, dud for the last couple of weeks. But maybe he's back in it. Who knows?
Do you think Kyle Raleigh's gonna win the AL MVP?
I think he should. I'm at that point now because Judge obviously missed a little bit of time, and then he's come back and not been quite himself.
Voter fatigue a little bit too?
Possibly. Although I think baseball's in this weird situation where they're like clinging on to these superstars. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to give that as much of a...
Well, also Barry Bonds won 7, so I don't know if baseball's...
Right, but he was also he was Barry Bonds. Yeah, it was a little different. My last thing is NASCAR playoffs. They begin this weekend at Darlington. Danny's got a guy who's not in the playoffs on his hat right now.
Hey, and you could have not had him, and you chose to have him.
Yeah.
I think like the third thing I said to Danny when he walked in the door today is like, you got that loser ass hat on. Yeah. At least he gave me a laugh.
How many of us don't have 2 drivers?
I could find that.
I think it was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So you, Joanna, and Zach, and then I don't know who the third one would be because I know Joanna and Zach have had a less than stellar year.
Okay,
to say
so
the least.
Alex only has one. Danny has one. Garrett has one, and Zach and Joanna have one.
Oh.
So half the,
Oh,
almost half the field.
all right, not bad.
Yeah.
Last thing I wanted to say is Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce got engaged. Do you guys care in the slightest?
Like Larry David said, I don't give a shit.
Look at this guy quoting Larry David. You know who Larry David is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He actually specifically said that about Travis Kelce and Taylor
Oh,
Swift
did
being
he?
married.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
I want to clarify that.
No. Okay, I didn't know. Danny, do you care?
Nope. Happy for him.
Yeah, exactly. Happy
Sure,
for him.
yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I'm not sour about it, but I don't give a shit.
You think you had a
Like
chance?
Danny said. I thought it was in the running, but
Taylor Swift was actually at this game, Nebraska.
yeah, what's the score? I can't see it.
It's 17-20, Nebraska, and they have the ball.
17 to 20. Who has 17?
Nebraska's in the lead.
Okay.
He said that.
But he said
I said-
17 to 20. He said
Sorry,
the
yeah.
score backwards.
Yeah.
That threw me off.
But now it's third down and long for Nebraska, so Cincinnati might get the ball back.
It's my boy Patty Mahomes Jr., a.k.a. Dylan Raiola.
Patty Mahomes is at this game, too.
He is. Same with T. Kelsey, T. Swift, B. Mahomes.
And Isaiah P.
Isaiah P. Yeah, he's there too. Good fan.
Yeah.
All right, it is 9:11 p.m.
If you didn't spill your beer on your fucking laptop, we'd be done in half an hour.
You know, I didn't want to.
I had a quick last call.
Yeah, send it, Danny.
Sorry.
Send it.
Yeah, you want
send
to go
it.
hit the button? Here, hit it. There we go.
Danny's last call.
You mentioned it a couple weeks ago,
Oh.
but I don't think you gave enough flowers to it.
Ooh.
The passing of Hulkster, Hulkamania, Hulk Hogan.
I did that on purpose, but yes, keep going.
I thought we gave him some love.
Well, I mean,
It was like, but I just gotta say, the guy who made wrestling, the WWE, what it is today, they couldn't have done it without him.
That's
And
fair.
he's a Mount Rushmore of the wrestling community.
For
Say what
sure.
you want about his past.
Definitely a
But-
big influence.
I would say Mount Rushmore is very fair,
Yeah.
for sure.
No, he was the poster boy who almost got fired for doing the Rocky movie.
Really?
Really?
Vince Sr., who owned the company, said if you do this, you're fired. So he did get fired. And then when Vince Jr. took it over, he brought Hulk Hogan back in and blew up that company to what it is today.
Wow.
So
I did not know that.
What's the details behind why he didn't want him doing that movie?
because he had to do another wrestling event somewhere else.
Oh, so it was interfering.
So it's more of like a risk, like maybe hurting himself doing that movie.
No, not hurting himself, but
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just interfering
that's
with
he
business.
wanted him for himself, and
Oh, wow.
And not only.
he was like 20 something when he did that movie. He was young.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy. See, if you watch Rocky 3, Rocky 2,
Two.
dude,
No, three.
3,
Yeah, Rocky 3.
he's fucking massive in that movie, dude. And he's in his 20s. That's insane. Seriously. That's crazy. I did not know that. But it makes sense, but it's also shitty because
Yeah.
let the guy make his money, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
We're all entertainers, right?
yeah, we try.
You, me, Danny.
Yeah. Danny, thank you for being on here.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Predictions are in the book.
Yeah. Also,
Put your money where your mouth
Happy
is.
birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Birthday's
Coming up this
coming up.
Sunday.
You guys are going to a Giants game. I will not be there, unfortunately, but I'll be here for the bro sesh later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
I'm going to kick your guys' ass at Wii Golf.
Oh,
You
dude.
guys ready?
Dude, I bowled a 260 in Wii bowling 2 days ago, okay?
So maybe if it's early enough, get some
A
dying.
little die with some daylight.
Well, if Verlander's pitching, it's going to be a long day.
Hopefully, hopefully quick game.
Yeah? What's the game, like 115, 105?
105.
No, 12:45 game.
No. That would be nice. That's midweek, though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Giants-Orioles this weekend.
Black and orange bowl.
Orioles just got swept in 4 games by the Red Sox. Let's keep that trend going. Giants
Yeah.
won 5 in a row. Let's go, baby. Thank you all for watching, listening. We're going to take next week off, and we'll be back after week 1 of the NFL regular season. Peace.
Peace.